Hello, Dental Team listeners. This is Kiera, and I hope today is just an incredible day for you. I hope you guys are ready to be on the podcast, whether you're driving, listening to us as a team meeting, going to work, going for a run, going on a hike, driving in the car, whatever it is. I hope today is just an incredible day, and I hope you remember dentistry really is the greatest place for us to be. I'm so excited to podcast. I'm your host, Kiera Dent, and truly, I'm excited to help you make dentistry more fun, to make your day more fun. Because we have done over 1,000 episodes. So if there's ever anything you're struggling with in your practice, be sure to head on over to thedentalteam.com, click on our podcast tab, and make sure that you download whatever podcast it is. Like you can type in case acceptance or overhead or P&L or staffing or hiring or hygiene. And every single episode we have ever done in the archive of the thousands, literally, of episodes we have done, they're there for you. And I just want to say thanks. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for being part of our Dental Team podcast family. If this podcast is serving you, if it's helped you, if it's made you laugh, if it made your practice better, be sure to leave us a review and share this in groups. Honestly, our mission is to positively impact the world of dentistry in the greatest way possible and get this podcast into the hands of every single dental office out there. So share. And hey, let's have a great day today, because I wanted to go through 3 systems that every productive practice has in place. And honestly, a lot of practices don't have them. This is something where these high performing practices, they don't just happen by accident. They run on systems, and most practices are missing these top 3. Like truly, I've walked into hundreds and thousands of offices, and I'm shocked that they don't have these 3 simple, easy ones in place for them. These right systems are going to help drive consistency, reduce your stress, increase your profitability, and they're very, very easy for practices to implement. Now, just because something's easy doesn't mean that practices actually do it. So I want you to be part of the elite. You're part of Dental A Team. Why not tell you the best of the best of the best? I mean, why not? You're here, you're listening. Let's make your time, effort, energies worth it. I'm on board. Are you on board? Because I think it'd be great. You guys, Dental Team was truly created for you. We are obsessed with building smart, scalable practices and systems to help you have the life that you want to live. We want to make teams and practices happier. We want to make patient experience happier. And this is something where we don't want you working harder. One of our top core values in Dental Team is ease. We want everything to be easy. As team members ourselves, we don't want to put hard things into place for teams. We don't want doctors to be working late nights and not spending time with their families. We want you to be profitable, happy, successful with ease. So the first system that I found that we've talked about many times, and I'll just go to high level today because there are deeper podcasts on it, but to kind of break this down into the 3 simple, sexy systems that are not so sexy, but they really, truly will help you drive profit, efficiency, happiness. And the number one, I hope you're ready for it, is block scheduling. Yes, block scheduling. It's crazy. Literally, people reach out to us just to help them with block scheduling. And I am shocked because block scheduling is something where you literally can put it together in such high value ease. I'm obsessed. We do have a block schedule template that we work with our practices. And it's one of those things where we keep making it more and more and more and more and more because we realize there's easier things to do on it. But just as a quick sample, I really, really, really love helping offices make this so fun. Let's make it easy for you. Let's make this exciting for you. So I'm actually going to do a share screen. So if you guys are watching, amazing. Hey, welcome. I'm super happy. And if you're not, that's okay. What we're going to do is I'll walk you through it as well. So if you're listening, driving in the car, awesome. But I will also try to share this with you. So on here, what I've done is we have actually created these boxes for you to fill in. Okay. So we fill in all the green boxes. And on the left-hand side, what I have is basically all of your procedures in the practice, what they are, how much time it's going to take you, and how much it's going to cost you on average. Now, we want time. So if crown prep and build up, how much time is that going to take you? Well, fantastic. It's going to be an hour and a half. Awesome. Put that in. How much is the cost approximately? Don't go for your highest fee and don't go for your lowest fee. We want to go right in that sweet spot, middle spot. And then what providers? Because some providers do procedures and others don't. So put that in there. We also want to look for our new patients, our SRPs, how many perio maintenances we have, active patients over the last 18 months and 12 months to make sure we have enough blocks for that. We want to go through our current hygiene spaces and our weekly availability. We want to look back at last year and see how many profis we did, how many SRPs, how many perio maintenances would be needed based on that, and then any specialty procedures we've got. Then we look at how many hygiene hours we're going to need for new patients, how many SRPs, how many hour profies, how many perio maintenances, and then our goals if we want any of those specialties. So that's like master sheet number 1. Then we move into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This is awesome. You actually start to look, every single week I need X number of new patient spots, X number of SRP spots, X number of procedures. And what I love to do is at the top of this Excel spreadsheet that I'll show you, I actually put dollar amounts for how much each hygiene be producing, how much our assistant only columns are, and how much our doctor columns are. So when we look at that, it will actually give us a total production based on how much that procedure should cost us. Now, of course, I could have an endo here, but I also could have a couple crowns there. So it's just a dollar amount approximately what I'm trying to do. And then what's really amazing is we'll get to a grand total page tab that will tell us what does our weekly total equal. Then we do a monthly total based on 4 weeks. It's going to break it down. So in this practice example, their weekly total is about 94,000. That means their monthly total is about 379, giving them an annual total of 4.5. What's wild on this is a real practice. These are real offices doing this. And what's insane is these practices are usually doing like 3 or 4 million, and we're able to then add 500,000 or like 300,000 or an extra million just through great block scheduling. It's wild. It truly is something where they get out on time, they have less stress, we guide patients to the appointments, and this is where I obsess about showing all of you how to do block scheduling. It is literally a super easy, sexy, simple system that takes a little bit of planning, a little bit of prep work, but then you execute on it. And if you don't have one in place, this is something where you have got to get it in place. You've got to guide your patients where you want them to go. And like I said, this is one of the top 3 systems that the productive practices are using, whereas the not so productive practices are not using it. People are like, it's too hard, Kiera. Well, if it's too hard, reach out. hello@thedentalteam.com. We literally work with offices. We put these into place. We bring in hundreds of thousands of dollars. So when people are curious about consulting ROI, I'm like, listen, I can easily go into your schedule. We can add hundreds of thousands of dollars with no extra effort on your part, just utilizing your schedule better. It's kind of like people when it's like, gosh, like that person can just get so much done in their day. Well, it's the same thing with your schedule at your office. You can get so much more done in a day when you're just more effective, more efficient with your scheduling. So this is the framework that protects production in your practice. So audit your schedule, get block schedules in place. And if you are struggling with, or you've heard this a million times, reach out, hello@thedentalteam.com, book a complimentary practice assessment. We'll show you blind spots. We'll give you free tips. We will literally help you whether you work with us or not. So there's really no cost to you, no effort other than you swallowing your, and booking the call and saying like, hey, I've tried. I need help. And even if you can do it, what's your time worth to you? Doctors, you're producing $500, $600, $700 an hour. Well, think about it. If you could outsource that to a consultant, hashtag the dental aid team, think of the ROI of your time. And I actually think it's a better use of your time to go produce and let us help your team put this into place. All right. System number 2 is my favorite thing, excellent handoffs. Excellent handoffs that are going to boost and increase your case acceptance. And we call that our sexy NDTR handoff. This is wild. I tell offices about it. They hear it on the podcast and they still don't use it. And I'm like, why? This is our 50% to 100% case acceptance. It literally does not need to be hard. It's how you're able to add same-day treatment. It's how you're able to have better scheduling. It's how you're able to perfect your handoff from every single team member. And that's to literally at the end of every exam, every appointment, tell them next visit, date to return, time needed for that appointment, and is their recare scheduled? NDTR. It's the magic formula. It literally boosts your case acceptance. It is not hard. It is simple to do. The only thing that's annoying about it is you have to remember to say it at the end of your procedure. But we've even made that easier, and we throw it on your route slips. We put it on your computer. We put it in your exam notes. So you should not be forgetting, and every team member should be prompting you for it. I promise you, if you will just put this one system into place, you will see massive growth. All the time when people are interviewing us to see if they want to work with us and we're interviewing them to see if they'd be a great client, I literally am never afraid when people are like, Kiera, can you cover your ROI? Like, what's the ROI? And I'm like, well, on average, we have statted it out. Most of our practices within their first 3 months are seeing a 30% increase in production, just across the board. Okay. So now there's some that are 10%, there's some that are 50%. all across, but like on average of hundreds of offices, they're seeing a boost of 30%. Well, let's just say you are $1 million practice today. That's an extra $300,000. We are not even like, we are barely, you're like a 10x of what you're paying us versus what you're getting. And that to me is something that's so insanely valuable, is you need to make sure that you're adding a consultant in who can add these results for you. And we do it through non-sexy ways. Like, hey, let me give you an awesome handoff to say at the end of the procedure that's going to cut and eliminate the excuses a patient's going to bring to you, but it's going to help tee up all of your treatment. It's going to make your handoffs perfect. It's going to make it to where patients want to say yes to you. I've literally watched them leave the operatory and they don't get operatory like hallway amnesia. They literally like are little robots and they walk right up front. And they're like, hey, Dr. Smith wants to see me back for that crown in 2 weeks for an hour and I need to get my cleaning scheduled. And they just smile. And you're like, where did you come from? And why do not all of my patients do this? It's because you don't have this in. And it's something that's so easy to do. And yet most practices don't do it. So I would recommend every one of you, doctors, add it in. I want you to look at that exam room when you walk into it, every hygiene room, every time you walk through the door, you are just going to say it every single time. And you will be shocked at how great your case acceptance goes, but not even just your case acceptance, your patient's happiness. They're not confused. Where do I start? Why is dentistry so confusing? Why do I not want to do this? You've literally given them the roadmap, eliminated half of their excuses that they're going to go up and have objections. Treatment coordinator like, Kiera, teach me how to get over objections. I'm like, hey, just have a better exam and 50% of those objections are already gone. They're not confused. They don't have amnesia. They know exactly where to go. And then we ask them, what questions do you have for me? I want you to be rock solid moving forward. You told them we're moving forward. It's not a question of are we doing dentistry or not. It's, hey, we're doing dentistry. Next step is going to be, you can talk about however you want to finance it. But what questions do you have for me? I want you rock solid moving forward. This is how the elite practices do it. You guys want to know? I've been in hundreds of offices and I'm here to show these are the 3 sexy systems that your practice needs to have in place. All right, get it done, get that in place. And if you're struggling, this is something we teach to teams. We get the whole team on board because sometimes you listening, trying to get your team bought in, sometimes that's hard. So fly in an expert. We'll come and train your team. There we go. That was a little bit of a tongue twister. We will train your team to do this, to have great case acceptance. And this is how we're able to add, in one practice, we added $25,000 in one day just by doing this. All right, system number 3. This is going to sound so silly, but a morning huddle that's truly a huddle that drives performance and alignment. Like literally, this is what we do. An office like, we cut our morning huddle. And I'm like, rock on. You cut out your secret treasure trove. Like this is something that can take 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And our job is to look for, what did we do great yesterday? What's on our docket today? And are we going to win the day? I do not need to hear about every patient. I do not need to hear about Mrs. Jones has high blood pressure. Fantastic. That's something hygienists you need to know. The whole team does not need to know it. We need to look at the scoreboard just like football players, basketball players, baseball players, whatever it is. We look at our scoreboard, AKA how we did yesterday, where we are on track for our month, and we say, is today scheduled to goal? And if not, what are we going to do to truly win our day? Now, I understand that numbers can sometimes not feel like patient care. I want to reverse that mindset for you. And I want you to know that when we hit our numbers, that is our benchmark, our measuring stick to show that we served our patients at the highest level and we did not let little gaps fall into place, like missing fluoride opportunities, missing x-ray opportunities, missing same-day treatment opportunities, missing diagnosis opportunities. These little simple things are what we're trying not to do. So that's why we set our goal. We have our block schedule. We know the treatment we want to do. We know the hygiene patients that we need to be seeing. We know the open schedule time that we need to make sure that we've eliminated. And when we morning huddle it out, we can literally strategize how we're going to win our day. So we have more consistent days, more consistent treatment, more consistent patient care, more consistent happy teams. This is where we look for bottlenecks. Where are we going to get jammed up? Could we move a patient by 15 minutes today and make our schedule a lot easier? What do hygiene need? Hygiene, are you scheduled to goal? And if not, what are you going to do to make sure that you get your patient base scheduled to goal? It's wild when every player on the team takes ownership of their position over their column, over their goals that we've all committed to ensure that we're not missing any patient care. Now, you might not get to your exact goal on hygiene side, but I promise you, if we're looking for every single thing those patients should be getting, you will always hit goal. I promise you, we don't set goals to make it to where it's like impossible or you have to do extra dentistry. We set them so we don't miss little things. And I think like if you just have it that way where we remember, we do it, we chart prep, every person's chart prepping the night before, they're looking for their opportunities and we come to morning huddle to strategize how we're going to win. We can identify VIP patients to ask them for reviews and referrals. We can do challenges within our team of who's going to get the most reviews in a day. There's so many little things that Morning Huddle can do. And it's also a combination where we connect, we have a game plan, and then we go and execute and go to work. So this is really something where it's like, let's use metrics in our Morning Huddle. Let's figure out how we're going to truly strategize and win. And let's look for same day opportunities that we could use to, it's crazy. It's wild when you will use Morning Huddles like this of the strategy, the huddle to win the game. You will be insanely shocked at how much is there that you might be missing here and there. So these are the 3 non-sexy systems that every single productive practice has in place, and they're incredibly good at it. And that is our block scheduling, our NDT, our handoffs, and our morning huddles that are setting us up to win. This is something that will significantly improve your productivity and team alignment. Like, they get everybody on the same page. We're rowing in the same boat. People are like, Kiera, I got to put all these systems in place. And I'm like, no, you don't. You just need to put the systems in place that are going to help you win. And that means winning on the number side for sure, but winning on team alignment, happier patients, getting out on time, more time with your family. Let's put those systems into place. Let's not be spending a lot of time, wasted time on things that don't truly move the needle forward. That's why we put systems into place. This is why we're obsessed with it, because the reality is one small change, any of these changes is going to radically improve your life. It's going to improve your practice, and it's going to improve your happiness. So why not do it? And if you are struggling with this, if you're like, gosh, Kiera, I hear your podcast, I listen to you, I've heard you tell me this 100 times, book the call. hello@thedentallyteam.com. Book the call. Let's stop living in mayhem. Let's stop living in madness. Let's have expert consultants literally look at your practice, look at your numbers, and put these things into place. We had a doctor, I'll just pull this up, literally texted us their first month and said, I have never been as confident as I am working with the Dental A team. I've worked with a lot of other consulting companies, and in just 1 month, I already feel less stressed, more at ease, and excited to come back to my practice. I was curious if I needed to sell my practice, and now I'm confident that I can live here, be happy, and enjoy dentistry again. It's in 1 month. So if that's you, if you feel like that, and you're like, gosh, I just need this, book the call, hello@thedentallyteam.com. Make sure you're on our newsletter list. Make sure you're getting our tips. But more importantly, make sure you're getting the life and the practice that you deserve. You guys, we get one practice, we get one life, we get one opportunity. Let's make it the best we possibly can. For all of you listening, I'm so grateful for you. I know these things can be yours. I know you can put these systems into place, and I encourage you to do it. It's your time. Execute. I put up on my mirror a long, long time ago, I said, don't just dream, do. This is the time for you to put the things into place that you know will move your practice forward. We're fine if you're already doing it, and reach out. It's time. Let's do this. And as always, thanks for listening. I'll catch you next time on the Dental A Team podcast.